I am back with another $10 grab bag here of 50 identified world coins. And from my last video, I found that there were several duplicate coins from Korea and Italy. And then there were also some coins that were brand new to my collection that I'd never seen before, including one silver one. And there were also a few coins that I already had, but the ones in these flips were in better condition. So let's check it out and see what we've got. The only examining I've done on this is she had about the dealer had about 20 of these made up, and I went through each bag and kind of casually looked at it, the ones I could see on the top, and just to see if there was one coin I didn't recognize, and if I saw a coin I didn't recognize in the bag, then I picked it up. So with some of these South Korean coins that we've already seen, I'm going to not take a look at them, or like the same thing with this Italian coin. I sure hope you don't pay $2 for that because it's very common. But then we've got a scalped edge coin of King George VI. Where's this going to be from? India. Pretty good start here from 1944. So this is what I described a moment ago as a coin that I probably had, but this one is probably in better condition. And what I saw last time is there are varying degrees of how much information is put on here. This one hits just India in 1944, and I think anyone would be able to figure that out just by looking at it. But, well, maybe not the India part. Does it say, okay, yeah, it does say India over the number 1 on here. And a price, and I don't know if that price is legit or not, but still a nice coin. 1952 from Switzerland, a little bit corroded on here, but of course with these Swiss coins, they have pretty much kept the same design since the late 1800s. This one has not had any changes in well over 130 or more years. When you get to some of these older coins, they do come with a nice value to them. I wonder if $1.25 is the book value, and then she was going to claim to charge $1 for it. Here is one from the Philippines, a coin that I usually find well worn, but when I think I bought a same lot from this lady a year ago and got this coin in better condition than this one. So 1962. So if she's out here labeling some of these aren't as going to have as much details to them. But here is, I was talking about South Korean coins that had a lot of. This one I don't recognize. A 1959 1 won. So something a little bit better here. I don't recognize this individual. I also don't remember it called the Hwan, Hwan, just going from memory. This may be the coin that I saw on the outside of the bag that I didn't recognize. Year of 4292. It doesn't look like silver to me. I'll call that Korean coin a nice pickup. Next up, I see a Japanese coin. So there was, in the last video, there was one Japanese coin that that was also new to my collection. This dealer was Oriental, so she is probably more well-versed in a lot of the Asian coins. See, this side was up here. I'm going to say that's a 10 sen coin. Not sure what the AC 2949 would stand for, but this one's been in a flip for a while. Showa 15 has to do with the year, so that would make it 1940. Very fine, $1.25. That's probably about right for this. For year 15, the plus is 10. And then that is the symbol for 5, so that makes it year 15. So that one's a good pickup. I don't recognize that one. Well, here's another of these Korean coins that I didn't recognize. Now I've got a second one of them. They'll be going in one of my eBay lots that I'm going to sell later on this year. Here's a fairly common, I suppose, British sixpence, no longer silver, 1956. Pretty boring German tin Pfennig. Please don't pay $1 for that. Please don't pay $4 for this. Unless you're just trying to put together a complete set of every German coin. But with that little spot of corrosion at the bottom, definitely isn't worth it. Unless that's a key date. I don't keep up with them all that much. Here's an old Canadian 1 cent before they put the maple leaf on it, 1928. But this was after they turned it into the penny that is now, or the coin that's now our size. Would have had a price of 35 cents. It is George V, so I don't see it as often. There were some large cents made with George V. This particular dealer, the reason this has free written on it, this dealer has a large bin of $1 to $10 coins and flips just like this one, and her rule was if you find one that says free written on it, you could buy one and then get the free one to go with it. So I bought a couple of coins and I dug through it for a while and I didn't find any free ones. So I guess all of them had been taken out by the time I got there. Let's see, here's another. We've seen that one before. Okay, Macedonia. That is a country that you certainly don't find too often. So this is going to be a 2 dinar from 2006. We've got a fish on it. It's going to have some Greek letters on it because I believe they border Greece. Most of the modern Macedonian coins have a side that looks sort of like this for their 2 dinar. Macedonia. And I dropped it, but it didn't fall far. That one, I don't have a lot of Macedonian coins. So that one might be new to my collection. Another German 1 Pfennig. Maybe the D mint mark makes it more special if you're into that kind of thing, but I'm not sure what the 1950. Okay. There's another Korean one that was in a recent video. Okay, here's the Italian 50 lira from 1999. So this is near the end of their run before pre-Euro. And this design wasn't used for very long. And to be honest with you, I'm not sure I recognize it. I recognize that there's a 100 that's a lot like this, but this would have replaced the a design that they used for a long time and then they shrunk down for a couple of years. So yeah, there's a 100 that's a lot like this, but I don't recognize the 50 right offhand. So that one's kind of a surprise. I'd have to go back and double check if I have that one. Move back to the Philippines. This is the same coin we saw early in the video, but this one is in closer to uncirculated condition. So I like that one a little bit better than the last one. Here's, there we go with another Canadian penny. Cent. A lot of people probably have this one, but you might not find it with the newer portrait of the Queen on here. So that's, I guess it's worth about 25 cents. Let's go in here and find some more of these. This is an old paper flip where you had to tape it shut, but it's another of those Korean coins. Here's another one from Italy. The 20 from. Oh, this one's going to be a euro. So euro 20 cent. The Italian design on it. Got a few of those, but at least that one is. They called it Extra Fine Plus. pull out another Japanese coin. So this is a 1 sen coin. This side's going to be up. So we've got their drawing for the number 1 is horizontal instead of vertical, and then the symbol below that is the sen symbol, where 100 sen make a yen. So of all the 1 sen coins, this is the one that I've probably seen the most. But if I found that for a quarter, I'd probably buy it. Let's see, 1936. Has Barbados, but has a line written through it, and then 20 cents. Let's see if this really is a Barbados coin. It is. Well, we were talking a moment ago about the Italian 50 lira design. That this was used for several decades. They shrunk it down to a really tiny version for a short while, and then they had the coin that we were looking at a moment ago. It's another Japan 1 sen. Is this the same as the last one that we saw a moment ago? Let's open up this. It is. So maybe it's a different year. Anyway, it was a couple of decades older. It says 1922 on that one. Here's another of these Korean 10 yen that we've gotten several of these in the last video. Here's a common half franc from France. Don't pay $1 for that one unless it's a key date or something. Here's another coin listed as free, 1992. Okay, just your basic 10 pence from Britain. Common coin from Belgium, the Belgique description on it. 1 franc. Not silver. Shouldn't pay $4 for that one. So here's another one from Italy. That is not seen as often. It is the 100 lira, a design that is been shrunk down a lot. So they made this for about 2 or 3 years, I believe, 1992. They have 50 cents on that one, and that might be about right. KM96A, another common Korean coin. Well, not as common, I don't think. They probably don't produce the 5. They didn't, probably not for a whole lot after that. So that one's a little bit different. Another one in an envelope here. Non-magnetic. There's some variations of Italian coins where some are magnetic and some are not. So let's see, 1940, Italy Kingdom, 76A. Let's see what this one is going to be, 50 centesimi. Okay, Vittorio Emanuele III. Okay, I certainly recognize this coin. But since they wrote non-magnetic on it, I'm going to have to go out and check if that is a variation on that specific coin or not. Another one from Korea. This one looks like a different, this one's a lot older, from Japan. I might want to put a new flip because it looks kind of sticky or has moisture or something on here, but that might make it hard to see this coin. But it's labeled as a half yen from 1875. Let me see if I can see this side a little better. Well, working on it. They have a price tag of 50 cents on this one. That might be our best view right there. So again, this is a Japanese coin. I'm going to have to go back and double check if I have it. I think, okay, kind of surprises me a little bit. It actually has sen spelled out, half sen, there at the very bottom. Actually spelled out in our alphabet. But this reminds me a lot of the circulating Chinese coins. It looks like it has kind of a dragon symbol in the middle, but you would recognize if you're from Japan, you would recognize the characters around the sides. So in the last video, we had we had a Jamaican proof coin, and here we have another from 1973. And this one you can tell it's from the Franklin Mint. There is their Franklin Mint logo right here. And I know that there were some times where there was a difference between the proof coins and the circulating coins if all of the letters of Jamaica made it kind of fit between the headpiece of these two people on the back of the coin. So that made it kind of a slight variation of the proof coins. But that looks really pretty there. This is one of their larger coins from the time. And to find it in proof, I probably had this coin, but not in proof condition. Let's see, 32.2. A book value of 95 cents has been written on here. Some of these Japanese proof sets from, Jamaican proof sets from about this time had a couple of silver coins in them, and you can buy the entire proof set for the value of the silver that's in it. So they'll go through there, take out they'll silver sack the two silver coins, and then sell off the others to a dealer like this who can give them away pretty commonly. Here's another Italian coin that might be a little bit special. Let's see. Really tiny one with Vittorio Emanuele III on it. So at first I don't recognize it as being very common. I don't recognize how to get it showing up in the light. But it says 1905 and 1 centesimo. And the 20 and the 50 are pretty common, but don't really remember the 1 off the top of my head. KM35 written on here. Yeah, kind of a simpler design of a coin. You don't see that one too often. You do see that one often, so we'll skip that one. And below that, we've got another Japanese coin that is a little bit older and a little bit rarer. This one's going to be another 10 sen coin. And again, it looks to be in extra fine condition. Very well could be an upgrade for my collection. I don't know if I have this one or not. Like how the background has like the little scales that go across it. $1.25 is the price on this one. Showa 7, so 1932. Yeah, I like that one. There's another Swiss tin wrapping coin. We saw one of these earlier in the video. This one is from 1939. So when you get to some of these older Swiss coins, that it wouldn't surprise me if this one was worth more than $1.25, just in book value. I'm not sure you could sell it for that, but yeah, that could be worthwhile. Here is one from Germany, 1920A. It's I don't know if that's rust or covered in dirt or what's going on here, but it's not that common compared to a lot of other German coins. I wonder if this is one of those that's made out of iron. You don't see that used as a metal very often, so that could be corrodes pretty easily. So if it's from 1920, then I guess that predates the Third Reich coins. Moving on, here's another Swiss tin wrapping, so third one of these. 1974, closer to uncirculated. I don't particularly need that many of them. Here's another South Korean coin that I don't recognize right away. The 1-1 must not be used all that often. Got a nice flower in here. I'm guessing that one's aluminum. So this is a lot less common than the 10, 50, and 100. They put a price of 5 cents on that one. KM31. Here we have a Spanish 1 peseta. An old school flip where someone printed off a label and attached it to this. 1947. I do have a bunch of these. Had a very similar design for about 50 or 60 years. They would just update the ruler, who would of course change every couple of years. Then here's another Jamaican proof from 1973. Again, it's got the Franklin Mint logo across the bottom. Proof coin looks really pretty. 10 cents. I just want to admire the look of that one for a little bit, since you don't really find proof coins in bulk lots too often. Okay, another coin Jamaican, says Franklin Mint, another proof one, but this one's loose, so I gotta maybe be a little bit more careful with this one. It's the 5 cent with the alligator on it. I think we got this one in the last video, but it does look proof-like, so don't want to handle that one too much more. Here is a Canadian quarter, not silver, 1977. Nothing particularly rare about that one. This one's a little bit of a better Canadian coin. This is from their centennial year of 1967, where they replaced all of the standard things which appeared on their coin. So the 5 cent coin would be a beaver, and put different animals on all of their coins. The one had a bird. The $1 had a goose. I think there was a lynx, and the 5 cent here has a rabbit. So one of the an early commemorative coin from Canada. Early as in they didn't do that as much then as they do now. Here's a basic 1 franc coin from France. These are pretty common. The half a franc, 1 franc, 2 franc, 5 francs all look about the same, just different sizes. Got another Queen Elizabeth coin on here, another Canadian penny from 1966. And then last coin, upside down, so I'm not going to know what it is till I flip it over, and it is that's we're saving the best for last, maybe. What is this? KA2 2008. I don't know what this is yet. Something in Cyrillic. Okay. SMSPT. Okay, this, I know I've seen this design before, but not on a coin this large. And the currency is 50 tenge, so I'm thinking this is Kazakhstan. And that might say the word Kazakhstan right above my thumb right here. This is a good note to end this video on. I like this one. Certainly have not seen this one before. Is this really 1967? Do we have a date on here? No, it's 2008, so must have used the flip for something else at one point. Also look like I might see the word Kazakhstan right here. That's probably the word bank right there. On the 50 tenge, I've got a lot of the regular circulating coins from Kazakhstan, but never seen this one before. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye.